Oh, that was a stressful grind. Glad to know it's done though. Let's see what's new in the post. Alright, we got Undead Pirates and Colosseum changes. Wilderness updates. Reddit is gonna love that. Ooh, the Colosseum modifiers were made easier. That's pretty nice. And let's see. Oh, I see. I guess we have to do another 10 hours. So I'm not very fast at the Colosseum, but I have a pretty chill way of doing it pretty consistently. I bring this gear to, and I always start out with the Fremenic melee dude, and I just send a shadow hit, and in this gear I always hit a 50 to kill him. Then I go to Venator Bow, kill the Major, and then I SGS the Ranger, and that takes care of the Fremenic, and I just have to deal with the south spawns, and then the wave solve. Timer's starting now. Let's get that 10 hours. Accidentally ran in with my Maxscape, so I had to leave. But I'm also going to bring a Sandview because I think I'll be taking that new Manty Mayhem invocation. And if I mess up and get venomed, I don't want it to be a run ender. So the one Sandview serum lets me mess up on Manty Mayhem twice, which shouldn't be happening anyways. I think having a consistent way to start waves is the best way to do it. So this is how I handle the Fremenics. I run to the spot labeled A, kill the Berserker, and then walk away. Then while I'm walking, they can't attack, so I kill the Major. And I usually start with Prey range, so I don't have to rush into the Ranger kill. But then all the Fremenics are dead, and I just have to deal with the south spawns. After you finish the Fremenic and then deal with the south spawns, it's just a matter of solving the wave, and pretty much every stack has some way to solve it, which I can go more into depth if you guys would like on those. Oh, I thought they accidentally left Doom Scorpion in, but it looks like they just used its icon for Manty Mayhem. So firing an additional projectile kind of just sounds like it'll do double damage. So I think I'll be taking Manty Mayhem because I should get the Prayer Flicks anyways. Alright, let's see what this looks like. Oh, little bit interesting. Almost looks a little glitchy with how they're like trailing behind each other. But yeah, the timing is exactly the same. So this should be a pretty free invocation as long as you're comfortable with the Manticore at least. So now we've got level 2. I think I'll still be taking that. As long as I don't mess up, it's fine. I could see how this could end a wave quickly, but I don't know. We'll just take it anyways. Actually, thinking about it, I'm going to take Relentless because I like to have a lot of things at level 1 so they appear more often, just so I don't have to take something bad like Bees or Totem or Quartet. Give us this beautiful gentleman as a pet already, Jagex. So I said that I usually kill the Major second, but if there's a Mage to the south, I will kill the Major last. This way I can camp Prey Mage, and that way, like, if the Major Remnant hits me, it's not a big deal because I'm already praying Mage to go from the south. So I usually kill the Ranger last, but if there's a Major to the south, I kill the Major last. Next wave will be a 1 in 12 chance now to see a unique. So, that's actually a little bit exciting. Alrighty. Ooh, and we get to the Sunfire Curus. Cure my ass. Alright, we gotta focus now, make sure we actually get it. Switch to filtered. We will be taking Manty Mayhem for the last wave. Why is that an option? The Doom Scorpion used to be an option because you could get it. It usually doesn't give you options that don't affect the last wave. So now this they'll probably change this. But this, if you see it for wave 12, is 100% free. Unless some mana core randomly starts appearing, but what?
Well, we took 4 hits on Soul, so not too great, but Not the worst.
But we got that. Oh. Alright, so normally I would take Relentless here because, I mean, you don't, at this point, you don't get hit too much, but I am curious. This thing still makes me nervous because it looks like the Doom Scorpion, but I am curious to see the melee orbs appearing anywhere. Oh. Okay. Just that little switch. Thanks. All my muscle memory go out the door. Like, I think I'm just so used to seeing the first one, and then my brain fills in the rest, because that felt so weird. This is where Manty Mayhem could mess up some solves, because if range was first, it'd be fine. If range was second, it would be fine. But if range was third, I'm not sure how I would handle that. So we're gonna just reset the stack by running to the other pillar. So it looks like range was second, so I could have dealt with it, but this is gonna be easier either way. No uniques, but we just got one last wave, so we can't complain. Only 3 brews because of that Manticore shenanigans, and a little bit less restores, but nothing to be concerned about. $2.5 mil, can't complain about that. Switching up the inventory a bit, my blood fury is almost out of charges, and it's hard to get more charges as an Ironman. And I'm also adding a glove switch, so I have amulet switches and glove switches as well. I've gone down to 3 brews, and I lost another restore as well. Actually, I'm gonna keep bringing a Sandview and then bring a divine instead of a normal ranging potion. But it should speed up the runs a little bit, and I don't think I rely on Blood Fury too much, to be honest. Alright, wave 11 is the legs. I'm definitely feeling those buffed rates, so let's go ahead and get them. Well, it would be smart to leave now, but honestly, I can't see myself giving up 8 runed Warhammers, so I think we're just going to risk the legs and go for it. Oh, just a casual 30 million chest. Ugh. You know what, Jagex? Go ahead and bring back the full Sunfire clue step. I now support that decision. Oh yeah. Oh my god, I was on melee. Alright, no uniques for this boss, but 3.5 mil for wave 12 alone is pretty dang good. Alrighty. 5.4 mil, and I think if you trade the Quiver for shards, it's like an additional 3 to 4 mil, so this is good money.
Just a quick check-in on the time, we're at almost 2 hours and 20 minutes, so keep going.
This is definitely one of my worst loots, but okay. Alright, I made some new tile markers, and I also did line markers just to make my solves more brain dead. If anyone's curious about my thought process behind these, just let me know. I'll try to explain them as best I can. We are at about 2 hours and 51 minutes though.
We're not asking questions about how I got in this situation on the south side, okay?
Oh, red flag's a no-go for me. I don't want to flick. Totem is not as bad as it used to be, but it still heals the boss, and I don't know, I just don't want to deal with that. So Manty Mayhem is probably my go-to. I know I have 2 of them this time. For wave 10 we're going into. But it still seems the best. We are going to Divine though. Minus 10 HP. Forgot to record that. It was decently clean though. I got a few perfect parries, which I'm getting better at. Somebody gave me the hint of, like, when you see his hand coming towards you, that's when it is. And that kind of helped me a bit. 2,000 cannonballs. Not bad for an iron. Quick check-in, we're at like 3.5 hours with 6 completions. I'm not super fast, but not the worst, so maybe this is about average what you can expect. Here's a common mistake I make for the A-B solves. I go to A because Manticore was on A, but then I walked too early after I attacked the Fremnik to avoid a hit, so it made the mage attack me at the wrong tick, so it's not working out that we can see. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to go north around the pillar and switch to prey range real quick, right after an attack, and that way I can get them synced up again. So I'll just tank a few hits here, and then when I run around the corner, I kind of wait for Solar Flare to pass so I don't accidentally step in it. When I go around, I just prey mage first, and then the mage will hit me before the Manticore so I can get him off-ticked. And then I can just solve it fairly easily from here. 3.5 million because of the shards. I am curious how long they're going to retain their value. As more people charge their quivers, they won't need them, but also maybe more people will start getting their quivers as more guides and stuff come out and it becomes more understood. I don't know, it's interesting, like every time somebody gets a quiver, they need 150,000 shards, which gives them value. I don't know where they'll end up price-wise, to be honest. Ugh.
Not my cleanest for sure. More warhammers. 3,000 shards this run. I almost had it perfect till those just the very end. Oh well, it's getting a lot more clean. I used 1 dose of restore. Oh, I've been wondering why my shockwave looks different lately. I guess if you have the Vardorvis one, the Vardorvis projectile thing on, it changes her projectiles? I'm guessing they like share the same animation? I guess it does look similar. I wasn't sure what was changed in her projectile for me. Alright, so I'm not doing Quartet. It's a dumb one, I think. So I'm either gonna do Totemic or Bees. I think I'll try Bees. The bees are very weird. Sometimes they just stand there, so it's hard for me to predict when to pop out. Yeah, okay. I don't like bees. Easy. I got hit 1 time. Almost perfect. Got hit once. Dang. Not bad. I'm not even sure what hit me. Did I step in a pool? Oh, I did.
You stepped on a pool for a tick.
Oh, it says 0 damage somehow. It gave me the perfect kill. I for sure.
Easy. You took 7 damage, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it only counts if it's from soul and not from the pools. Those pools can be kind of BS sometimes.
The fuck is a shockwave Colosseum?
I'm in a bad spot.
Yeah.
Come here.
Holy shit.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wait,
What the fuck, bro?
Jesus Christ.
No. Oh my gosh. Alright, had to go to bed after that last one, but it's a new day, so let's see if we can make some more money.
I think we took a doom hit.
Yeah. But I think it was a pool, so I actually think, yeah, it counts as 0 damage taken. If you're wondering about these lines, they're basically telling me to do all my solves in front of them, because we can see if I step out, then the ranger can now hit me, and then if I step out to the side, it frees him. So while I'm doing my initial solves of everything stacked behind the northwestern pillar, I need to stay within these lines so nothing gets untrapped if it's from behind one of the back pillars. With how many splinters I sold in the last one to enhance my quiver, I'm starting to regret it because now I'm getting a lot more splinters, which I don't have really any use for them. I guess if I get those tonsillytics, I'll have a use for charging those, but they're a spec weapon, so I'm guessing I won't use too many charges. Still, maybe I'll find some use. Maybe I'll end up making those Sunfire runes.
Alright, not as clean that time, but not too bad. Quick update on time, 6 hours 34 minutes. Getting closer to the end. Almost lost it. $2.9 mil.
No! What? What just happened? Again? Alright. Think about this one. The mage shouldn't have come down, but I accidentally yellow clicked and went this way and dragged her from the pillar when I was doing the Fremenix.
A yellow killiker. If he's range, mage, melee, it's fine. If he's mage first, it's not fine. This way, there's no way to get him off ticked. They always seem at the same time. Nobody's gonna move. I think I'm gonna panic tile. Alright, so we'll have the Manticore, then the Mage. Easy. Can't off-tick these guys by running back. They'll hit me on the same tick. So, we can off-tick them from the front of the pillar, but we can't do this D-stack from up here because he'll see me as well. So we're going to say it's fine that the Manticore sees me. He hasn't seen me yet. We don't know what he is. We're just going to pray Mage. And then run. And then range. And then mate. And then range. And then we're done. Now we're going to see how they line up. Easy. Carry a little cross section. What the fuck was that? Oh, get a mask for wave 10 completion. We got him. Got our mask. Oh. Someone just got an enhanced seed. Something about a Blorba helm and a fighter torso just hits different. Alright, last boss. And then we're going to turn in a bunch of Quivers and get a pet. Perfect soul to end it on. 18 Quivers to trade in for a pet. If you traded them in for shards, you would get 72,000 shards, which at the current GE price of 938 each, would be an additional 67.5 million. And never lucky. That dude just got the glaive. Ugh, come on. I just did this video. Alright, let's take a look at the money we made. So we can see we made over 100 mil. But like I said, this isn't completely accurate because if we traded in all the Quivers, it was another 67.5 million. We did get 4 uniques, no echo crystals, and we didn't get the glaive either. The glaive alone is over 100 mil right now, I think. But each time you hit the unique table, it's just a 1 in 16 chance to get the glaive, so it is pretty rare. The legs on the prayer set are very expensive for some reason. I don't know why, but they're more than double the price of the other 2 prayer pieces. I know why the helmet's not very expensive. I mean, it's still pricey. The helmet's more than the body for some reason. The real outlier is why is the body so cheap? But we got some good alchemies for an iron. If we look at my total KC, 43 kills, we're at 277 million from the Colosseum. But if I didn't trade in my Quivers, I still wouldn't have the 150,000 splinters needed to enchant the Quiver. So I guess I am glad I traded in the Quivers, even though I did lose some pet chances. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, a like and subscribe would be greatly appreciated. Hope you all have a fantastic day.